Girl, girl. You are who you think you are. No, like for real. You are who you think you are. So if you think that you're confident, then you will walk in confidence. But if you think that you're insecure, or if you think that you're not good enough, that's exactly how you're going to walk. That's the energy that you're going to put out. You are exactly who you think you are. I mean, it's scripture. As a man thinketh, so is he. I don't know specifically where it's in the Bible, but it's in there. I'll put the scripture somewhere down in the description box. But you are exactly who you think that you are. So how do you think of yourself? How do you think of yourself? Do you think that you are the baddest? You know, do you think that you are that girl? Do you think that you are the stuff? Do you think that, you know, that you believe that anything can happen for you? Do you think that all good things are coming your way? Do you think positive things about yourself? Do you think high of yourself? Do you think of worthy things? Do you think of things that elevate you and make you feel good about yourself? Or do you think negatively about yourself? Do you think the worst of yourself? Do you think down? Do you think bad of yourself? Do you think from an insecure place? Do you think of a low self-worth, a low self-esteem type of place? Like, you are who you think you are. And so I think that if you have this negative mindset about yourself and you're trying to accomplish things or do things or walk with this aura about yourself, and you're trying to walk with this aura about yourself, it's gonna be hard because you're literally at like a dissonance with yourself. You are saying you want to be this boss powerhouse, walking with all this energy, passion, confidence, but internally you really feel negatively about yourself. You feel down about yourself. You're constantly talking down on yourself. You don't have high self-esteem, low self-worth, all of that. Like, they don't align. Like, they're literally like clashing with each other. And you can want all you want, to be a certain way, to feel a certain way about yourself, to think a certain way about yourself, but you aren't it until you are it. And to become it, it first starts in your mind. It starts with what you think about. It starts with how you feel and think about yourself. The word says to renew your mind, transform your mind. If you want to change your life, you have to change your mind. If you want to change how you feel about yourself, you have to change your mind. Girl, look, trust me, I get it. There are some days we wake up, we don't really feel that good about ourselves. We don't feel the greatest. We feel ugly. We feel like whatever we feel, whatever negative thoughts that come to your mind about how you may feel. But sometimes you have to think yourself into feeling good about yourself. And so that may be like, okay, let me think about what I'm gonna do with my hair. Let me think about how I'm gonna dress. Let me think about what I need to do in order to like uplift myself or make myself feel better or to make myself feel confident. It could be very deep rooted, like a lot of trauma or abuse that you might have endured or gone through, you know, that has made you feel like this is permanently how you feel about yourself, the negative thoughts, I mean. So that is going to take some work, a lot of undoing, a lot of unlearning. So starting with affirmations, and I know it's going to feel silly and stupid and dumb because it's like I'm just talking to myself in the mirror or just kind of randomly out loud saying these random things that I don't really truly feel or believe about myself. I get it. No, I get it. It's really weird. But I promise you, like, once you start picking up the practice and doing it every day, and then you start really like shifting your heart to truly start wanting to believe it, the work happens. The work is done. Like, the work starts to be able to show for itself. So first maybe 2-3 days you're probably like, I'm beautiful, I'm cute, I believe in myself, good things happen for me. Like, you probably don't even really feel it or believe it because you haven't really been feeling it or believing it. But once you start saying it, once you really get into it, like day 2, day 3, day 4, you'll start to feel like, you know what? I am beautiful. I am deserving of good things. And like, you just have to, I don't know, it just becomes a thing that starts to rewire your brain. You start rewiring your brain when you are able to start changing the way you speak and think about yourself. 100%. Yeah, for sure. You are exactly who you think you are. You are exactly who you think you are. So who do you think you are? Actually, I want to see it in the comments. Tell me who you think you are. And be honest. If you are one of those people that you feel like I think I'm not good enough, be honest with yourself. But if you are one of those people that have a negative skew of the way you think about yourself, I also want you to follow up with that and say, and I'm going to change the way I think about myself by stating this new affirmation. So if you're saying, I don't think I'm good enough, but I would love to start believing that I am good enough, that I am worthy, that I am confident. And I want to see that. Let me see it in the comments. And for those that are already in their high notes with it, let me see it. Let me see if like the floodgates of positive affirmations and truth about how you feel and think about yourself. Let me see it in the comments. Let me see it in the comments. You are exactly who you think you are. So remember that. You got to walk in it. Once you get to a place where you know who you are, you can't let nobody trick you out your position. Not even your own self. You can't let no nigga, no fake friend, no jealous ass whoever stop your shine, stop what you believe about yourself. You can't. Not even yourself. Because yourself, I promise you, will take you there before anybody else do. So you really got to guard your heart. You got to guard your mind. What are you listening to? What are you taking into the ear gates? What are you watching? What are you constantly taking in and receiving and believing that's really not true about yourself? And it may not even be like a direct, you're ugly, but it could be just comparing yourself on social media. You see your neighbor or the next person or so-and-so with a better this or a better that or more this, more that. And now all of a sudden, I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm ugly. I'm a loser. That will never happen for me. What? Why are you saying stuff like that about yourself? Why are you speaking like that about yourself? What? Because, baby, you are what you think. So if you think that you're not going to make it, if you think that you ugly, if you think that you're going to be broke for the rest of your life, if you think that nothing's ever going to happen for you, if you think that you're good for nothing, then that's what your reality is going to be. You got to be careful what you're speaking because there's power. There's life and death in the tongue. So you got to really, really hone in on speaking positive truth over your spirit, heart, mind, soul, all that. All that. So I don't know. I just feel like I said what I needed to say. Like, I know who I am. And I am who I think that I am. Yeah. Some days I have those seasons where I'm depressed. I'm a little bit more sad. I'm a little bit more down. But it's something about getting up, doing your hair, doing your makeup, putting on a fly ass fit, and just staring in the mirror of the beauty and the glory and the greatness of how God created you to be. And maybe that will take you up out your slump real quick. Right? It may not even be the physicality. It could be about something you do that's dope. Maybe you give back, or you do something amazing with your business, or you do something really dope with your career or with your purpose, and it gives you that confidence. You know what I'm saying? And so that will be a boost that gets you up out of that negative thinking, that slump, that depressive state, that anxious state that we sometimes find ourselves in. And it's normal. That's part of life. We're human beings. But you don't have to stay there. And that's the problem with a lot of us. We be wrapped up in that. We be wrapped up in that negativity. We be too cozy. We go to bed with that motherfucker. No. Kick that nigga out your bed. You better rise up and remind yourself who you are. Like, for real. You gotta unwrap yourself from that blanket of negativity. That blanket of lies. Because that's his... Don't get me started with the devil, because that motherfucker, I'll be really after his ass. That nigga is going to try to lie to you. That... Lord, I wish I could just stomp on that nigga head. And I be doing it in the prayer. I be doing it in my prayers. And I be doing it in my prayers. 100%. What? Because the devil, he is the father of lies. He's going to sit here and tell you you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're ugly. Who do you think that you are to do something like that? Or but whatever bullshit. That nigga will sit here and lie to you. Don't let that motherfucker lie to you. What? Don't give that nigga don't even give him a foothold. The word says do not give the devil a foothold. Do not even give him the opportunity or open door. And if he's found a way to creep in, you better stomp that nigga out. You better stomp that nigga out with truth. No, devil, I am good enough. No, devil, I am worthy. No, devil, I believe that good things do happen for me. No, devil, I know who I serve. I know the God that I serve, and I know he's gonna come through for me. Devil, go on, get the behind. Yeah, I cussed that nigga out. I'm sorry. But that's just what it is. Lord gonna fix me with my tongue one day. But this is my language. At least I'm not cursing no human being or being out. I only cuss the devil out. And people that piss me off. No, I'm kidding. I don't do that. But you know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really fight for this version of yourself that you see yourself to become, that you want to become. You have to fight for it. It's not something that's just gonna happen. You have to do the work for it. So you got to speak them positive affirmations and that truth of yourself. You got to cuss that nigga, the devil, out, because he will try it. He will try it. Even certain people, if you have family members or friends or a partner that be on that low-key hating ass shit, you may have to start checking these people, or you may have to start distancing yourself or cutting some people off. Like, you really got to be protective of what goes in here and what you receive up in here, because it literally guides your life. Whatever you think, so are you, and you will walk that out, whether you are conscious of it or not. So really, 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 really sit with yourself and do that work, bro. Because you can't sit here and say you want this, you want to be this person, you see yourself being this person, but yet you have this completely opposite mindset about yourself. You are who you think you are. So how do you think about yourself? That's all I have to say.